What's up, you guys? Josh Satyat here in Singapore, and thank you so much for joining me on the Night Owl podcast. So, yes, bear with me. I'm going back in time, back to 2020. Who wants to go back to 2021, right? Yeah, well, I feel like I need to. I need to catch you up on what's been going on. So, last you heard, I was talking to you about the fact that I had a rough year, and I'm not happy that I had a rough year, but I am glad that I learned from it and it wasn't a wasted experience. So, I'm going back bit by bit to get you kind of clue you in on what's been going on, what's changed, what is coming up for you guys, because I have taken the time to kind of like go inward and kind of sort some things out. Last episode, I actually talked to you about the decision to go back in time and do it day by day and catch you up, because I feel like, my trademark is the fact that I did do daily podcasts and I don't want to give that up. It's a stubborn ego thing for me. Yes, I'm being selfish. So I'm going to go back, and I think that it would be very cathartic for me as well as very useful for me in the upcoming book that I'm going to write. I'm so excited. Yes, I'm putting it out there in the ether. The book will be done by the end of this year, 2022. But for that to happen, I kind of need to go back and catalog some things and make sure that my thoughts are in order. So definitely was excited about the decision, because not making a decision had me kind of flustered for a little while, and the procrastination definitely kicked in. But what I also realized was in the course of this process, looking at a new year and trying to figure out what you've done so far and where you should be next, and starting to make plans and goals, I realized that social media, I love it. Notifications, yeah, okay, they're great. I feel connected, but they're also like the squirrel moment of the new age. Anytime you get a notification, you go to your phone to go look for something, and suddenly you see notifications, you fall down that rabbit hole, and I don't know where the time went because I ended up scrolling and doing other things. And I swear it happens a lot more often than I would like to admit. But in the course of this process and recognizing that I can't remember what I went to the phone for. It used to be like, I can't remember what I went to the room for. Now it's like, I can't remember what I picked up my phone for, and I'm off doing something else instead. Because the notifications, y'all, seriously. I didn't realize that the way I use my space and the way I interact with people and the way they interact with me actually trains me to behave in a specific way. So I don't know how much you know about behavior, especially if you've ever had to train a dog or get used to a baby. You realize that their behavior affects your behavior as much as your behavior affects theirs. Hope that made sense. Okay. So with that being established, I realized that if I don't turn off my damn notifications, I will not get anything done. I will be off at a trot in different directions, and it would be like squirrel on caffeine. I think you've seen those in different cartoons before, where they're just running everywhere. God knows what they have in their mind, but they see something, they pivot, they run that way instead until they see something else and they pivot, and then at the end of the day you're like, what the hell did I accomplish? I have no idea. I think I got a lot of busy work done though. I think I ate. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So basically all this boils down to is I think I have ADHD. And I think I allowed it to develop because I did not catch it in the first place, and I was not able to teach myself that I need to focus. So multitasking, you guys, yeah, absolutely, yeah, sure. We're all taught to multitask. We need to get more things done in less time and prove things to people in 24 hours, and attention spans are shorter than a goldfish now, like all that stuff. And I'm supposed to focus and concentrate and create content. Seriously? So I've been trying to take things in increments. It's part of why I decided to create content in January based on goal setting, because I myself am having a damnedest time, right? So yes, I set thousands of goals. Okay, maybe not thousands. I'm being exaggerating here. I've made a lot of goals for this year, and I am struggling with every one of them because I realize I have ADHD. I realize it's not diagnosed. I'm diagnosing myself because I realize I cannot focus on one thing for very long if I am not purposeful about it. If I don't set a timer and really control my environment, I'm off at the next shiny object and down the next rabbit hole, and the next notification got me, and yeah, I don't know. So with that being said, I realize that this is a major portion of my being. And in the course of 2021, I discovered that my human design is kind of built for that. So resisting the rabbit hole is something I have to teach myself, not so that, I force myself to be something I'm not, but to control parts of it when I need to control it, and then allow it to run rampant when I need inspiration and I need motivation and I need something else to kind of consider. So knowing that that is a tendency of mine has been helpful. So I don't hate myself for not being like everybody else. I realize, okay, this is a part of my DNA. It's a part of my personality. It's part of being a projector, is you get excited about the next new thing, and then you kind of follow your curiosity for a little while, and then you get tired of it, and you do the next thing after that. And so when it comes to a phone that has all of my social media, all of my content, I mean, how many of you can live without your phone, right? So everything is on there, games, notes, messages from all kinds of platforms. It's hard not to fall down a rabbit hole. I think if we are not conscious and aware, we have the tendency to kind of fall down a rabbit hole and get lost forever. So this is part of the decision of going back in time, letting you know my process, letting you know that, I am struggling with some of these things, but it is not a complete loss, because knowing is half the battle. And now you have to put things in place to kind of help you stay on track when you need to stay on track, and help you enjoy the rabbit hole when you have time to enjoy the rabbit hole. So you guys, if you have any other questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments. But in the meantime, stay true to yourself. Start noticing the things that you're doing. Don't hate yourself, the habits that you have unconsciously created, but noticing them will actually help you put things in place where you can start to undo having created the habit in the first place. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye.